Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mack and Mula show. It's your boy, Kesh Mula Baby.
It's your boy, Mack.
And we are on the I Like That Network. And baby, we back.
We back.
Ready to attack with another beautiful episode.
Yeah.
And today we have an esteemed guest that we have the pleasure to have on the Mack and Mula show. And we got a beautiful intro that we got together.
You got an intro for it?
We do got an intro for that.
You ready?
I'm ready.
So let's take it to the top.
Like that.
From teen mom and foster care survivor to multi-industry mogul, today's guest is a Tampa powerhouse. The face behind Kryptonite Vodka, a real estate investor, shoe designer, serial entrepreneur, and a social light. She has built her empire on resilience, legacy, and purpose. Everybody, please, if we can welcome on the Mack and Mula show, Victoria Skyy.
Hey, that was a beautiful intro.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Victoria, thank you for being on the Mack and Mula show. How we feeling today?
I feel amazing, and I feel amazing to be here. Thank you guys for inviting me.
I like that. You're very welcome. You're very welcome for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, we wanted our audience to get to know you a little bit better. So, where you from?
Big shout out to E-Man, Manny the composer, for connecting this as well.
Yeah,
We want to make sure,
for
we give our shout out to Manny for connecting this.
Shout
and,
out to you, Manny.
We're connecting bosses with bosses.
100%.
So that's what we're doing. Victoria, so where you from? Where were you born?
I was actually born here in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Florida.
Tampa,
Tampa,
baby.
Florida.
What hospital?
Man,
You're the hospital.
You gotta know the little details.
I was born in Tampa General Hospital.
Surprise.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tampa General. For real?
Yeah.
You just made that up, didn't you? What was the doctor's name?
Do they have that on the birth certificate?
I
They
don't
probably
think
have that
so.
now. I don't know.
I don't believe
That would be
I don't
actually
believe that's one of
a
them.
smart thing to put on
To put on the birth certificates, just because
absolutely.
they screwed
Yeah.
me up, so they owe me some money.
Well,
Yeah.
did you like Tampa General?
Being born in Tampa General, I mean,
No,
I
but I'm
guess.
saying because I've been there before and it was
You survived.
it was not the best.
No?
Yeah,
Oh
nah.
my gosh, no.
Nah,
I-
for me, no.
My son was born there.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they did a good job.
You know what? When you have a baby at Tampa General Hospital, they put you out the next day. I had
Oh,
the
yeah,
luxury
no, we was
of
out the
being-
next day, but I was ready to go anyway.
Yeah. I personally
Give me the
didn't have
baby.
a good experience.
They put you out with a
out.
car seat.
100%. So you born in Tampa.
Born in Tampa, born and raised. Yeah.
And what was that upbringing like for you?
Well, I grew up in Water State. I grew up in foster care from age 3 to 18. So I was placed in 21 homes before I even turned 18 years old. I grew up in
21 homes.
Jesus
Yeah,
Louise.
21 homes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
So my upbringing was pretty rough and challenging. Yeah.
no, 100%. And obviously, probably wasn't the easiest
Yeah.
going through a situation like that.
No.
How'd you stay strong, like kind of resilient through that situation?
I would say I used to dream a lot. And
Okay.
I think it plays a role in my adulthood now, where when I was younger, dreaming, and I couldn't do anything about it, all I could do is visualize and dream. When I became an adult, I learned that, that was my superpower. My dreams and my visions were my superpower.
Yeah.
And being able to make it come to life was like, just that power that I had within me. And
Yeah.
so that's one of the reasons why I actually became a serial entrepreneur and why you see so many titles behind my name, because that's all I could do in that moment was, just dream and visualize
Yeah.
how
About the
I
future.
wanted my life. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
there was no influence around me. Like for me, what was around me was people in the same situations or worse, and so you only could, like for me, you watch TV and you would like, Family Matters was one of the shows that I grew up watching. And it was like, normal family, normal problems that people go through, worry about bills or they go to prom and the love of their life, their first love, things like that. And so for me, that's how I pictured myself growing up in a family setting and just that type of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, for sure. So big dreamer. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
that's what keeps me alive as well, in the sense of like where I'm trying to be, where I'm looking to get myself to be, and so I respect that. I respect
Thank
that
you.
100%.
No, I respect the fact that, you're not letting that be a excuse. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Not letting that, and I don't want to even
Victimized.
use the word excuse.
A victim.
Victimized.
You don't want to, it's one of those things where it could go either way, right? You know, you could have a terrible life experience after that because of that, or you could have a great life experience because of that. You know, I almost wanted to ask you, like, how was that? But you know,
you can ask
I'm sure. You know.
Yeah, I mean, no, if
sure
you don't mind,
because it was a mix. You know,
there's people that have gone through the same situation.
I would say, for everyone, whether you have a challenging life or a good life, you have the power to make everything in your life a stepping stone or a stumbling block. Yeah. And I chose to make it a stepping stone for me. Yeah. That was my mindset. It was like, as long as I can keep moving, I can keep stepping over it. Yeah. Staying stagnant or choosing not to make a difference or change my mindset was a stumbling block. Yeah. And so I feel like a lot of us have the power in our mind. You just don't always have the strength to put it into action. Yeah. So for me, as long as my mind is always going, it motivates my body to put it into action. Growing up in that setting was probably the worst part of my life. I've been in some of the worst situations you can ever imagine a child be in. Most of my abuse came from foster care. It was never from my parents.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of your what? Say it again?
Most of the abuse that I went through,
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
Say that again.
Went through everything to think of, from like physical abuse, mental, sexually. Yeah. All of that came from foster care. Wow. I remember one time a foster parent had us in a cage, you know.
In a cage?
In a cage.
Hopefully they got hit by a car or something by now.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Something bad happened to them.
Hopefully. I actually wish that nothing bad happened to them other than they grow old to 100 years older, and have to witness several lifetimes without peace.
That shows them your emotional maturity that you carry. Yeah. And that's good. No, you know,
it took a long time to get there, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, salute to you. You know, and because I'm sure it wasn't easy to get to that point. In a situation like that, you know, because I know there's other kids going through similar situations. And I don't want to jump the gun, but it's kind of feel like I want to ask a question right now. What advice would you recommend to those kids that don't have proper leadership and they might be getting abused and don't know where to go, don't know what to do? Maybe you could shed a little bit of light of what they could do.
Mm-hmm. All I can say is keep dreaming, keep pushing, keep moving forward. Mm-hmm. You'll have a lot of people that will try to influence you by actions, you know, by words, a lot of things you're going through, but the one thing they cannot take from you is your confidence that you have for yourself. Nobody should be able to influence that. I walk through every room, or I flow through every room with my head held high, regardless of what I've been through. I carry my baggage like designer bags, because there's nothing that I can do about it other than I got baggage. And I just slapped a good name on it, a brand on it, and I carry it like it's worth $2 million. Yeah. Because it's part of my past. So,
I absolutely love that.
Your past is not your future. That's all I can say.